There are a few things that CSS shapes need in order to function and display as desired. First, they need to be floated. Next, they need a coordinate system to control how they are drawn and where they are placed. And this coordinate system needs an origin. The reference box is simply a virtual box that will contain the shape. This reference box also establishes the coordinate system, and it controls how the shape will be drawn and positioned. The reference box is created using the CSS box model values. As we saw earlier, these values are margin box, which is the default, border box, padding box, and content box. We will go through exactly how each of these affect how shapes are drawn and positioned a little later in this module. But before we do, we need to discuss both the shape outside property and the clip path property, which we'll move on to next. But before we get into those, we have a little bit more on the reference box. First, it's important to note that the default coordinate origin centers on the top left corner of this reference box. And the shape's origin is the center of this coordinate system where the two diagonals meet. This origin can be moved using x and y coordinate values, which we'll see in a little bit as well. And lastly, it's important to note that the margin applied to the reference box has the ability to affect the placement and size of the shape if used within the margin box. And we will, of course, dig into this further later on in this module. So now that we know a little bit about the reference box and how it works, let's move on and take a look at how the shape outside property and clip path properties work, and then we'll come back to the reference box and examine the different values and how they affect how shapes are drawn within them.